Alright guys, in the last video we created our form and we handled the submission. It's going to call an action which will then call this case right here. It's going to call our API. Alright, so this is what we need to do now. We need to create search text inside of our API. Alright, so let's go to utils and then app api.js, and what we're going to do here is say search text. Set that to a function. Okay, and then the function is going to take in, let's see, what is it going to take in? It's going to take in search, which is the object. And let's do console.log, and we'll just say API searching. Let's say searching for, and then we'll concatenate search.text. Alright, just to test it out. Alright, let's make sure gulp is running. I'm actually going to stop it and start it again. Okay, so now let's say hello world. Oh, I misspelled constant somewhere. Is that in the store? App constants. Okay. Alright, so we'll try it again. App constant. Oh, looks like it didn't. I gotta refresh it again. It takes a while. Even if I manually stop gulp and go back into it, it still takes a couple seconds. Still. Unless I spelt it wrong somewhere else too, but I don't think I did. App constants. If I go to actions, app constants, that's correct. Okay, one more time. Alright. There we go. Alright, so perfect. We get API searching for hello. So we know that whatever we pass in is coming in to this search text right here. Okay, so now what we can do is we can start to prepare to make our AJAX call. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the URL inside of a variable. Alright, so let's see. The URL is going to be http api.duckduckgo.com/ and then we're going to do $Q equals, and then we have to do a little bit of concatenation here. So we're going to say search.text. Okay, and then we're going to go back and we're going to say and format. We want the format to be JSON, because you can also use XML, and I think there's even some other stuff you can do. But we want JSON, and let's also just set the pretty variable to 1. That's just going to make sure that JSON looks good. Alright, so that's our URL. And now what we want to do is make our AJAX call. So we're going to use jQuery. We're going to say .ajax. Okay, and then we're going to pass in an object with some stuff. We need our URL, which is URL. I'm going to say data type. Now I was getting an error, something about cross-domain scripts or something like that, and the way that I fixed it was instead of using JSON, we're going to use JSONP. Okay, so just specify that. And then we want cache false, and then we want our success function Okay, and that's we're gonna do dot bind this. Okay, and then after that, we're gonna do the error. So function and also bind. Oops. Okay, so for the error, this is actually gonna take in XHR, status, and error, and then all we're gonna do is console log the error. Okay, up here, if everything goes well, then we're gonna call an action, app actions dot receive results. All right, and what we want to pass in is the data that's going to be coming from here. But we want to also add on to data. We want to say data dot related topics. All right, so that should be it. Let's save it. And now what we need to do, of course, we need to set an action called receive results. So let's go to app actions. And let's do receive results. Okay, that's going to take in results. And let's just do a console.log and make sure everything's coming in. I'm going to run gulp. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we have some kind of issue here. Parse error line 14, unexpected token while parsing file. Alright, line 14, which is right here. Okay, I don't see anything wrong here. That's really strange. Unexpected token curly brace. That is supposed to be there. I don't know why it would say that. Let's see, is there something wrong here? I mean, that looks fine too, as far as I can tell. Okay, app actions dot receive results. We're passing in data dot related topics. Okay, app actions is included right here. Receive results function, taking in results, console logging. That's really strange. All right, well, maybe I'll just keep going. Maybe the console log in that place mess things up. I don't know. So we'll change this to receive results. Okay, and we're going to pass those along. Okay, inside of our constants, we're going to add receive results. Okay. So now in the store, we need a new case. Okay, so this is going to be receive results. Alright, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a console log. Just say hello. Okay. Okay, parse line, same thing. Alright, I'm going to take a look at this, guys, and I will be back. Okay, guys, it wasn't in the actions file, it was actually in the API. Forgot the closing parentheses right here. Alright, so now everything should be okay. Alright, let's just start gulp again. Alright. So test, API searching for test. Okay, and then that should do receive results, which is this, and then that should be calling this here. So we should get console log hello. Let's try that again. Okay, so now we're getting hello. Okay, so instead of just returning hello, we should be able to now get the results. If we say action dot results. Okay, and the reason that that will give it to us is because we called receive results and then we passed along data.related topics, which is the result from the API. Alright, so that should go ahead and work. Okay, so let's pass in, I don't know, computer. Okay, and you can see down here we get some results. If we open these up, this one here is going to give us a couple things. The first URL, it's going to give us the URL to the DuckDuckGo result. It's going to give us an icon, which looks like there's not one included with this. But down here you can see we have text, and this gives us the definition of a computer. Now, one thing that is a little messed up with their API is you can see right here we have the text computer, and then immediately the definition starts without a space here. Alright, what it should have is computer and then a space and a dash and then the definition. But for some reason their API is a little screwy like that. Alright, so there's nothing really that we can do about it. Some of them don't have that, like, oh, actually this one does too, personal computer, and then you can see it's meshed up with the rest of the text. Alright, so that's just something that we're going to have to overlook because we can't control it. It's what we get back. Alright, so the last thing I want to do before we go is just set the results. So instead of just logging them here, what we'll do is we'll call app store, we'll say app store dot and then set results. Okay, set results, and we're going to pass action dot results. Alright, and then up here we'll create that set results function. Alright, and then let's see. All we're going to do here is just grab underscore results and set that to results, which we have to pass in right here. Just like that. Alright, so that'll go ahead and set. In the next video, we're going to make it so that we can fetch these and then display them in the application.